Back to the Nearpod Draw It slide. We're going to be working on our silhouette compositions today. It's going to be really easy and fun to make them. And just to quickly review, a silhouette is a two-dimensional representation of the outline of an object as a cutout or a drawing, typically filled in black. Generally, it's the outline or shape of something. So, we're going to be creating our silhouette drawings today through the Nearpod app, and we're going to be leveraging, as always, all of the tools in the toolbar to get the highest quality product possible. And this is going to be a real fun one. Again, it's going to be super easy. And again, you guys have a lot of free reign in terms of what your silhouettes will look like, how you will kind of render them. Again, it being a very simple process. So the first thing that we want to start with is in our image finder. Okay. And as we're thinking about landscape and how it applies to our silhouette drawings, we're going to be making the silhouettes in the foreground of our landscape drawing. I'm going to ask that you search for an object that is landscape or a seascape, something that does not have any sort of structures or pre-existing silhouettes in them. So, like for example, I'm gonna go ahead something easy, sunset or sunsets. Um, I think even maybe doing sunset beach, right? I think that might work very well. So let's go ahead and see. So yeah, I'm seeing a few contenders here. Again, don't just look at the first page. Look at a few of them because you could easily find one that'll work perfect. So I think I'm going to go with this one. Again, you want to stay away from ones like this that already has the silhouette of the palm tree or people or any sort of structures or any sort of drawing. You just wanted it to be a clean picture looking directly out at the ocean, at either a sunset or a sunrise. I think either will work to create our silhouettes. So I'm gonna go with this one. Getting loaded in there. All right, and as always, we're just going to stretch the image as big as we can. Sometimes the file sizes are strange when we search them online through the image finder. But again, just try and make them as big as you can. Fill in as much of the white portion of the screen as possible. I think something like this is fine. If you have little white edges, no big deal. Okay, so all right, so we got this pretty cool sunset, it looks like, on the beach. Waves crashing, kind of interesting. So, again, as I said, most of the drawing that we're going to do is going to happen in the foreground. Okay, so in this case, if we're looking at this picture, the foreground would be right where my cursor is, where there's you see the foam on top of the sand. The middle ground would kind of be the shoreline, which would be here, and the crashing waves and ocean. And then obviously the background would be the sky, the sun, clouds, so on and so forth. So most of the drawing that we're going to do is going to happen down here in the foreground, okay? We're only going to be working in one color today, and that's going to be black. Go ahead and I think, obviously you want to be able to adjust your marker size. I think to start, I think using the widest or almost the widest drawing will be appropriate because we're gonna now start to kind of outline our section or our foreground, kind of section it out here. So I'm gonna bring my foreground up a little bit. I don't want any of these birds in my picture, so I'm just gonna pretty much just kind of blocking them out. I'm just sectioning out this section. This whole section is going to be my foreground. All right. And again, I'm just sectioning this out first because essentially all I'm going to do in here is just kind of fill this space in. I'm just going to switch my to the biggest size, makes it go the fastest. Takes a little bit of maneuvering, but again, just take your time. I'm moving quick so that I can show you the next part, which is the fun part. So again, as I'm saying, we're just working in a dark area. Okay, I even think if like you wanted to have maybe some of those little kind of leave behind maybe some of the picture in the foreground. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe we can make that kind of looks interesting if I were to leave kind of some of that foam coming through. I think, you know, if you want to maybe try and give that a shot, you know, give it a shot. See if you can make it work. And if it doesn't work, I think you know could just easily just darken it all out. Okay, so we have here our foreground pretty much darkened out. Kind of fill in that little part there. Yeah, so I think that kind of works. All right, so now we're gonna start with the silhouetted images, and really I'm gonna leave it up to you. If you wanted to work with maybe some like little characters, I think that's fine. So I'm gonna lower my drawing tool here. I'm gonna see if I can get a quick gesture drawing. All right, so and again, we want to kind of consider the proportion to which we're drawing. So if this is our foreground, it's going to be the thing that is closest to us, and kind of looking at this vantage point, I think, you know, that line's a little too thick. I'm gonna make it a little thinner. I'm going to get like a quick kind of little gesture drawing here. Okay, I'm just kind of trying to sketch. All right, so I got this little character happening here. I'm not really sure. I don't know. I just got this like idea in my head that he's looking out towards the sun. His hands up. Back to the drawing tool. Get his head in there. All right, so we get this one character kind of standing there, right? And again, it's silhouetted. We don't need to worry about, you know, any sort of details or fancy designs inside the character. You're working all in black, and again, you're getting like a pretty kind of high level of detail, you know. There we go. So we get this character here. So I think if you wanted to have like a character, I think that'd be a good idea. Another good idea, I think having some kind of structure would be really kind of interesting. Let me show you how that works. I'm going to readjust my drawing tool. If at any point, you know, I'm moving too quickly and you want to pause the video, go ahead and pause the video and then just, you know, click when you're ready to jump back on for the next part. So let's get a structure going here. So I'm not going to do anything like massive. I don't know, maybe what about like a tent? A tent might be kind of cool. So I'd like this, maybe like a teepee. Be kind of interesting. Whoop. Sometimes the mouse or my trackpad gets finicky. If you just kind of double tap it, you'll be able to fix it like I did right there. Right, so I got this teepee happening. I'm gonna also section out. Let's see. I'm gonna. You know what? I'm gonna scrap the TP idea because there's something I want to show everyone. Just give me a second here. Maybe I'll do a smaller tent or TV someplace else. But for this section, actually, I want I'm going to do like a small structure. And I want to show you one thing about the structure. and why I'm doing it. Okay, so just kind of fixing up that edit there. So I'm gonna just put like a small, maybe like a lifeguard stand or something. Yeah, what about like a lifeguard seat? Let's try that. Okay, so I have this lifeguard seat I'm gonna work on. Let's see if I can draw it a little three-dimensionally here. All right. And now just by messing with the line width, you can draw in some more of those details. Put on like a little ladder on maybe. The line, it's kind of a little tricky to get these lines in, but again, I'm moving kind of slow. Just kind of being careful, trying to consider what I'm drawing. All right. This is lifeguard stand. Maybe we'll do like a little flag kind of coming up here. Or even, oh, maybe I got an idea. Make this guy like a fisherman. That might be kind of cool. So he's up on the stand here. Little lifeguard seat. Got a little flag going. Again, I'm going back and forth. Like I'll start the drawing with a very fine drawing instrument, and then to fill it in just nice and big. All right, so we got this little like stand here, and then I'm gonna actually go back to the character, and I'm gonna put a fishing rod in his hand. That'll look kind of cool, like he's trying to catch a fish. So let's put it in this hand. You know what? I'm gonna have to redo these arms. Let me go ahead and just redo these arms real quick, because if his hands are standing straight up like that, it doesn't work if he's holding a fishing rod. So let's go ahead. So yeah, just some like quick edits. Like if you come up with an idea, just take the extra step and just go back and erase it. It's really easy. So let's make him holding a fishing rod now with two hands. I think that'll look pretty good. There we go. All right, yeah, like he's pulling on it. I'm kind of seeing it's a little too long, but we'll fix that. I'm gonna actually bend it like there's a fish on the line. I'm gonna try that again on that bend. Try that again on the bend. Trying to get that perfect size. That looks good. This is kind of tricky. Let me see if I can make this happen. Yeah, that looks kind of good. It's got that little bend in it. Put a little detail on the rod. Like going fishing. I know my friends went the other evening. Caught a bunch of striped bass. I feel like it's a season. And then yeah, let's just have the line going like out. Right there. That looks good. So he's like catching a fish. There you go. That works. And you know what? I do want to put like a little tent or something. I think that'd be kind of cool. Let's go back to the drawing instrument. Just widen the line. Do a little tent right over here. Make that a little wider. Oops. TP there. All right, and then I'm just gonna hammer in that black. Just block out all that background picture. and just leave that silhouette. Looks good. I mean, and it's a really just simple drawing. I think it's really beautiful in a lot of ways. Um, let's see, I'm just gonna do a quick edit here with the eraser, just clean that up. There we go. Yeah, so there you go. I mean, really easy to create one of these, you know. We're using a lot of different tools. We're almost like digital collage artists. You know, I'm very excited about this type of work. So I hope you have fun. Really can't wait to see what you come up with, and I'll see you next time.